Ghana South Africa is Arsenal 1, Brentford 1, and I'm here with Ash. Ghana South Africa is Arsenal 1, Brentford 1, and I'm here with Ash. A draw at the Emirates. The take on the game.
Expected result already though. It's what I expected. It's not. I don't think it was. There's nothing. There's nothing in the league to play for again. You understand? We all know where we are focused. Where we are focused on right now, and from the lineup, you could tell that the manager is actually looking at the game on Wednesday. Players came in today and players stepped up. Fantastic performance from Tierney. Yeah, very good one. Unlucky though. You understand? He would have gotten a goal in the first half. Was ruled off for offside. And then Ethan Nwaneri crossed the ball. Yeah, Ethan Nwaneri, fantastic performance from him today. It was actually a good game today. Unfortunately, we could not see Ben White today because he was injured. If not, there was no need for Thomas Partey to play today. Not even right back, play today. He was not supposed to play this game today. We could not rotate as much as we wanted because of injuries. You get me? And no Calafiori. If there was Calafiori, I don't even think Kivio or Saliba, one of them. You understand? So it does, by the way. And another thing, I know that some people will be wondering why Neto is not getting minutes. I think the goalkeeping position is one position where high expectations. You have to meet high expectations. You get me? And if you look at the level, Raya and Neto, the gap is enormous. According to Arteta, enormous. The gap is very, very enormous. You could tell from the Girona game. You could tell. I know people say, "Oh, that's just one game." Yeah, that's just one game. But the truth is, when you look at Raya and you look at Neto, you understand why they want to get Joan Garcia from Espanyol. You get me? When you look at that keeper this season for Espanyol, I was watching one Espanyol game, and the commentator said, if Espanyol stays up, they stay in the La Liga, all thanks to Joan Garcia. You understand? So I think that's the kind of depth we need going forward. A depth that can comfortably come and replace the player that is playing that position. I was expecting to see Chukwudi today in the starting lineup. I didn't expect to see Martinelli today in the starting lineup. But Chukwudi, according to what I heard, is already arranging. He's already emptying his locker to go back to Stamford Bridge. That's, by the way, though. Fantastic goal from Thomas Partey. Another assist from Declan Rice. Those people that keep comparing Declan Rice and Caicedo, you understand? They will tell me that, oh, Declan Rice is playing the number 8 position. Caicedo is playing as a defensive midfielder. First of all, he's playing as a defensive midfielder. That's the number 6 position. First of all, you don't need to compare them. For the fact that Declan Rice can play more than one position alone makes him better. Play them effectively. Yes, makes him better already. You understand? Caicedo, there are some people that like posting stats and they like focusing on goal and assist. They know they are safe. You understand? They know they are safe on this. Let me say this W app. They know they are safe. They like posting. Caicedo, 111 games, 4 goals, 7 assists. Declan Rice, just last season, yeah, he has surpassed Caicedo's all-time Premier League record. And you want to compare. So, I know some Chelsea fans go wonder why this guy disappear enter us like this. Oh, if I don't enter, I'm waiting again now. But that's, by the way, though. I feel like the Premier League is over. You understand? The Premier League is over, and there's one thing Arteta is doing this season I like, that I really, really, really like. The fact that he's not being able to focus on what is important and what is no longer important. By this time before, he will still be playing. He will still be playing his first team players. Last season, you understand? He will still be playing his first team players. But I know that those seasons we are still chasing the league. But at some point, you need to this one. I remember the season we defeated Mourinho 2-0 at the Emirates under Arsene Wenger. He said he came to the Emirates to make us happy. He was chasing the Europa League. He rested players for that game. and Arsene Wenger was able to beat Mourinho in the league for the first time. So it's good to prioritize things, to know when something is over, and when even if Liverpool loses tomorrow, there's no point. You understand? Let's just give that away, and okay.
And okay, there's not much to talk about the game. The goal we conceded. The goal we conceded. I don't know if there's anybody that we can blame for that goal. Abi, it was just bound to go in.
It was a slip up from Martinelli and Trossard. They did not cover Coyote, and it's so funny because there were two players in that position, two players against one Coyote. Mark this guy now. So I think that was where the whole mix-up happened. You stop that cross, you stop the goal, you stop the chance. You understand? Far post cross, bring it back, Wissa. So I feel like that was where that stop happened. But it's like I said, I expected the result. It was meant to happen. It was something I saw coming. And on the other side, though, Starboy is back. Ateta said he has the ability to lift the stadium. You understand? He owns the Emirates Stadium. Some people will say when you're talking about Saka, Foden, and the rest of them, I don't want to call the other names. Then still they back. They tell you what Saka don't win. I don't know what is wrong with people when we are talking about individual stats, individual talent. You're telling me about waiting this person don't win. They'll tell Foden has won this, Foden has won this. Okay, so you want to look at me and tell me that Joselu is better than Harry Kane. Joselu has won the Champions League. I think he has won the La Liga. Harry Kane has not won anything. So is Joselu better than Harry Kane? But when I start telling you about Saka being the best out of those ones you keep comparing him with, you will start telling me that Foden has won this and that and that and that. And I don't know why people argue football. You understand? That's by the way. I also saw an argument or something has been trending. They have been trying to make it look like a Ghanaian and a Nigerian beef, which is very, very funny. Thomas Partey and Mikel Obi. I'm a Nigerian. Respect to Mikel Obi. He played fantastic football. You understand? I feel like he had a higher ceiling when he was starting, and then he met Jose Mourinho. His destiny changed. Took him from an attacking midfielder to a defensive midfielder, and that changed the course of his career. You understand? So if we're talking about a defensive midfielder, respect to Mikel Obi here. He was a phenomenal footballer. Thomas Partey is better based on pure talent. You get me? If those people, they will rush and ask me what have Thomas Partey won. He won La Liga. Yeah, he won the La Liga with ATM. So based on raw talent, based on what you watch with your eyes, based on beating a man, based on controlling games, breaking press, like one touch dribble, shoulder feint, I can go on and on and on and on. Thomas Partey is better. You understand? They will start asking me, what has Thomas Partey won? I'm talking about two of them. They will tell me that Chelsea fans and what have you won? I don't understand how these people. When Thomas Partey was in the Premier League, we are not when Mikel Obi was in the Premier League, we are not comparing him with the best defensive midfielders then in the league. It was not done. But when they're talking about the best defensive midfielder, you hear Rodri, you hear Thomas Partey in that mix. When Mikel was in Chelsea, you don't hear him in that mix. In Chelsea, he was on the bench. You understand? He was on the bench. I still remember the game where Man City beats them 5-0, I think, where John Terry came to join him on the bench. And he turned and looked at John Terry, you said this is not for bench. So, but that's by the way. I know you're waiting for me to talk about the game on Wednesday. Or you want to ask me?
We have heard a lot of talks. After that game, there's no Madrid player that has not talked. Bellingham has said his own, Vinicius has said his own, Rodrigo has said his own. In fact, Madrid even tried to postpone their game tomorrow. I mean, take it back to today. So I don't know. What do you have to say about the game on Wednesday regarding everything that has been happening after we won them that training?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's why they want to postpone their game. You understand? Listen, if you want to form mentality monsters, form mentality monsters. You don't need to push your game to take it from Sunday to Saturday so that you can beat Arsenal on Sunday. On Wednesday rather. You are Real Madrid, the kings of Champions League. We are Arsenal. According to people, we have not won Champions League. So why Madrid they tench? You understand? Magic happen at the Bernabeu. When it comes to Arsenal, the only magic that happened at that stadium is Thierry Henry. That's the only magic that happened in that stadium. You get me? We've not scored a free kick in an European competition since Nicolas Pepe. Another magic happened at the Emirates when Madrid came. Rice scored 2 free kicks. You get me? So they can play mind games. They are playing mind games with this whole comeback thing. Vinicius, Bellingham, Florentino Perez, and the rest. They have even said they will sack Ancelotti if he doesn't win the game. And they are saying they will play an emotional song before the game starts to motivate the players. And they are thinking it's not London forever that did the magic at the Emirates Stadium. They want to play Ala Madrid forever. On the other side, they say they will cover the stadium.
They always cover the stadium.
See, you no get wetin Madrid won't do that day. I've said it before that the coach is Ancelotti. He will be the manager. The Vinicius will be the winger. Mbappe will be the striker. Rodrigo will be the right winger. If they bring Valverde to the midfield, they will play Vasquez. You understand? Right now, Alaba is not. They are not sure he will play the game. They will play either Fran Garcia. See, you know, get hard. They won't escape him. You understand? I don't see how you will turn a 3-0 deficit against a team that has not conceded more than 2 goals since December 2023. And you are telling me that because I'm coming to Santiago Bernabeu. There's a rivalry in this fixture. Ateta is a Barcelona boy. He has a personal rivalry with Madrid. Him on his own. He has a personal rivalry with Madrid. You understand? So him going into the game is like, he's looking at it like a rivalry. On the other side though, I feel like we are at advantage going to the game, be better than you were before. Because the thing is, I'm hearing talks of Madrid might bring, Camavinga is out, red card, Abi. So Madrid might bring Valverde back to the midfield.
Coming back. And his basket will play right back.
Feast, you will feast. You will feast. There's no Alaba. Fran Garcia, you will feast. The wings, where we have the strength is there for the taking. You get me? You will feast. And I want to shock you. Mark it. Declan Rice will get a goal at Bernabeu. Declan Rice is getting a goal at Santiago Bernabeu. Mark it. You understand? I don't know if it's a free kick, but I'm telling you that he will get a goal. You understand? Everybody has a boogie team. Unfortunately, we are Madrid's boogie team. And somebody can look at me and tell me I don't know what I'm saying. That's the truth. I'm not. If I want to look away from competitive games, let me still look at preseason. I've played them in preseason, I think, twice. One near Adebayo, and the other one when Aubameyang was in Arsenal, that ended 2-2. I was leading them 2-0. So I'm their boogie team. According to Dogu, the Galaxy they never play us now. This is why they win Champions League. Therefore, no carry reach 15.
I swear.
So that game, play the same lineup he played in the first leg. No need to twist and turn anything. You understand? I heard Calafiori will be back for that game. You get me? So we lock the left back. Skelly gets tired. We lock it with Calafiori. You cannot bring if they want to make a sub, it's either Adagula. It's Adagula now. Bobby shouting. And again, I saw a video of somebody comparing Rodrigo to Saka. The disrespect on Bukayo Saka is something is absurd. Of all the left wingers in this world, of all the right wingers in this world, you are comparing Saka to Rodrigo. Do you check stats, or people just talk?
Rodrigo has not scored more than 15 goals in his career. He has only scored double figure once.
Rodrigo's La Liga stats is.
I think he has only scored double figures once in his Madrid career in the league. 10 goals that season in 36 matches.
Rodrigo's La Liga stats is very poor. It's very Rodrigo is a player that if you hear that your club is bidding 100 million for, you go and look at his stats, you will question your club. You will question your club. Saka is a player that yes, except your Man U. You dey fuck up, bro. Saka is a player that if your club is bidding 100 million for, you'll be happy. So the comparison is absurd. You understand? If you want to compare Saka, mention names like Salah. I don't even think there's another name you should mention in that right wing. You can mention Dembele, mention Yamil Lamar. Yeah, Dembele's Salah in the Premier League, just Salah. In Europe, Yamil Lamar, Dembele. Give me names that are showing working, not somebody that because you're playing for Madrid, you pop up in few games and just score 1 or 2 important goals, and then you want to feel like we're talking about people that score important goals every single game. It's double figures every season. Saka has been injured for how many months? 10 assists season, and you're calling Rodrigo. People just use that is the same thing. I don't know how people. We are talking about individual abilities here. You'll be telling me what have this one won? Shena him only I'm 11 players. But that's by the way. And now, if you ask those people, if you're doing a Madrid Arsenal combined side, will you put Rodrigo in that wing over Saka? Will they put Rodrigo? Okay, fine. Okay, Rodrigo is playing out of position. Will you put Rodrigo in the left wing over Vinicius? Will you put Rodrigo in the top 9 over Mbappe? No. So how is it better? Well, I feel like the game today was a very simple game. Some errors from the officiating, but I don't want to dwell on that. It's a normal thing. You get me? You watch things, you see it every day. I think Brentford player was supposed to be sent off today for that tackle on Gabriel Martinelli. He was supposed to be sent off, straight red card. But it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. We know what to expect. And I think my man of the match, right? My man of the match for today's game, I will give it to Thomas Partey. Yeah, I'll give it to Thomas Partey. Wetin happen for the game? Nothing serious. Just 4 points to talk about that red card.